Hello and welcome to another free code session. My name is Jason Bach. This is the last one I'm recording this morning. I did two before on whenever and fixing something or improving something in whenever, Dove Sharp. I'm going to switch to rocks because there's an issue I found. And oh man, this is just one of those that it might take 2 minutes to fix. It might take more than an episode, which I can only do one more right now. So it's going to be, I'm just kind of dreading it. The problem is I'm going to update the, for example, the code analysis, these thingies here, to actually go to the next version. And I just did that on a whim and found out that one of the tests, the one that tries to find out where object lives, fails. And there's some condition in there. I bet they changed an API or did something to the nullable stuff. And the thing that I'm also kicking myself about is that I just saw in one of the Gitter channels that apparently there's a way to determine like nullability flow, or is something nullable now from the API, and I meant to like write it down or put it in a note somewhere, and I totally forgot, and now I'm like crying internally because who knows what this is going to be like. So let's just dive into it. So yeah, I should just get rid of these. I don't know why I still have those branches, but that's okay. So this is going to be 119 address NuGet package update issues. Create branch, publish, and let's get into it. Yay! All right, so let's come here. Do that. Come to updates, select all the packages, and say update. Yes, I should use Dependabot. I just haven't got there yet. All right, build. And I have the error list pinned because I'm still getting these. I don't know why. And it succeeds. Now these are all in, these warnings are in the sketchpad, which I really don't care about. All right. I'm getting messages from my wife in the morning, so just checking what those are. Now this is fine, but then I run this, and what I should see is one fails. If the test ever comes back and tells me that it failed. It will eventually, down at the bottom here. I know you will. You're going to do it. There you go. One failed. And the failure is actually on this one. Okay. As expected. Okay. So we come into here. And we're going to put that nice, I think I got this set to debug. Okay. So we're going to run this test. And we're going to say step over. All right, let's see. Can I copy all these? Yeah, we'll pull this over here for now, because this is how we're handling the issue. There. Okay. Yeah. So this will be enough. So we're going to stop right now. Okay. Let's grab one of these and say open that. Okay. So line 24. Warning. Possible null reference argument for parameter value. Really? Possible null reference argument for parameter value. Oh. Okay. Yes, we can allow null here. It's right. It's not wrong. It's right. So, what do I need to do? Is valid. An argument expectation. Oh God, what is this going to do to my code? You're not going to find out unless you do it. I'm just feeling pain. I'm feeling pain right now. Go away, I don't want you here. What would happen if I did that? Yeah. A nullable type parameter must be a known value type, and now consider adding class strike. Yeah, Jesus. Okay. A nullable type parameter must be known to be a value. Oh, hold on. That's in a ternary, right? Yeah. Yeah. Could I? Yeah, we're going to have to do some searching on this. C#. Allow, no. No, not that. That. Specifies that null is allowed as an input, even if the corresponding type disallows it. Yeah, this is some of these attributes that they added. For example, here's the funny thing. I can't. Well, why not? So you notice it equals here, because I think that's where this is coming from. Yeah, equals. I'm surprised this isn't happening on a whole bunch of other ones. Oh, because it's I-equatable. Uh-huh. That's why. So if I make public class A I-equatable of A, okay. Now if I do this, why are you barking? Yeah, you're barking because of that. But if I go to this, there's some conflict here, because I would have expected to see a AllowNull attribute here, because it's, for some reason I'm determining that it should show up here. What I'm wondering is, what if I put that on? Okay, let's just build. Let's see what happens. It succeeds. I thought there was a really good article, I'd have to go search for it, where they talk about, hold on, Let's see if I can find it here. Presentations, what's new in C#8, notes. I think I have is it this one? I thought it was maybe it's this one. No, that was more of a general one. I can't find it. Of course I can't find it right now. Oh well. There was an article I thought that came out that kind of went through all that. Maybe it's this one. Hold on. What the? Grab the whole thing. I should change all these to being markdown files. Yeah, the nullable attributes. A non-nullable argument may be null. Specifying. Okay, I think this is what I just found. Okay. Okay. Sorry, that will have to be cut out. I spaced for a second. Let's run the tests and see what happens. Now, I would expect a failure to still happen. Because I don't think I've addressed all the issues. Because if I remember right, yeah, I reloaded it because it created it. But I think I had, like, there was some for arg here. Yeah. So that's going to be interesting. It's going to be really freaking interesting. Oh my god. But I shouldn't have 20 anymore. Okay, so let's come back here. Run the test again. And let's see if that helped out at all. Because it might not have. It might have just said, nope, you're screwed, you're a moron. Oh, it did, because we're down to 10 now. Yeah, so that's encouraging. Okay, so I think we're on a right track. Yeah, sure, let's reload it. Okay. Added allow null to is valid on, what was that? Argument expectation of fee. Now we're down to this. And these are on the funcs. Okay. So we stopped here. Stop that. Stop that. Okay. So now what? Let's go into this one. Excuse me. This, I mean, I don't know how, if I was generating IL, how I would have any chance to debug this. This would be just brutally hard, I think. Okay, so we're at line 27. And what's the problem? Possible null reference argument for parameter arg1 invoke. Stop it. Yes, you do remember. Okay. Because these are allowed to be null. That's why. Okay. Well, ain't that interesting? Ain't that interesting? Ain't that a thing? So, what am I going to do? Can I create functions or func references that based on, oh, it's detecting the iEquality comparer interface, which is got an equals of 2, but I need to generalize this. I need to say if what's coming in has that attribute on it, then what that really means is that any func call on a method handler needs to be expressed to say they could take a null. So, is it possible to do something like, well, we can do it here, right? Public void foo func this is a T, we don't know what it is. T bool. Yes. You suck. Public void. Call this TA TB, and it needs to return a bool. We don't care. We say true. Okay. Now it doesn't know what a T is. And the thing that I'm confusing myself here. I'm confusing things here. Let's do public class A, which does, what is it? Quality comparer? Sure. Of we don't know what that is. Put in a T. Why are you complaining? Oh, generic, of course, because reasons. Okay, so let's implement that. And let's say we have a public bool compare of T, TA, T, B, returns true because we don't care. And what we want to do is say, oh, I don't need to express it here because it's already there. Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Var x is equal to a new func of tt bool, where the target is this dot compare. Fine. X, Y. Yes, I know that. Okay, so what am I doing wrong here? What I'm doing wrong here is that these are attributed with AllowNull. Okay? Which now makes these bad. Right? So in my function here, it still doesn't work. How do I make this work? I don't think you can do that, can you? Yeah, that would be wrong. No, yeah, because now you're... Huh. Well, what I could do is just say, nope. That would get rid of the problem. Yeah, this is a tough one. What's tough is that you don't see this if you just implement inequality comparer. Like it just says it's t of x, t of y. It doesn't actually show that those attributes technically exist on equality compare. I wonder, do I somehow have net standard? No, I don't. Damn it. They all somehow got to MS core lib. That is interesting. Spackle I know references. There's a search, isn't there? Yeah, it doesn't even show up here, but this might not be the same thing I'm looking at. It is determining that it can be that. I mean, it wouldn't show up. I wouldn't put that in there. I'm almost 100% positive I'm putting it in there because, yeah, this is MS Core Lib. I don't think that's the right. Well, yeah, you're wonderful. Really, you don't reference system collection generic? Yeah, that just hops back up to there. Well, I'm a little confused now. A little confused. Because what is it really doing? Don't know. Not really sure right now, but what it is doing is it's somehow determining that it can yeah, it doesn't even show inequality compare here. Somehow it's generating that. That's because I'm looking for attributes and everything and making sure that they're emitted. So there has to be that attribute that exists. This just isn't showing it, which is kind of odd. But whatever. Whatever. The point is, I have this problem. Okay. I mean, that's what it eventually comes down to. It doesn't even matter if I'd be implementing inequality compare. I mean, I could take this off, and that's not the point. Okay. The point is, let's even take get hash code out of the equation for now. Get that out of the way. And that's what we're left with. Okay. So that's my conundrum. How do I get this so that when I'm trying to compile this, and notice, by the way, that in the generated code, well, I don't know what method method is because I don't open this. What would happen? What would happen if I took this and just said, open this file? Because then we should at least get some, maybe. You can't parse that? Really? You can't? Wow. Well, I'm disappointed. I thought it would actually be able to make sense out of that. And it doesn't. That's a little disappointing. It knows what that is. It should know what allow null is, but it's not. But there's no errors that are showing up either. So that's also interesting. Okay. It's a CS file. You'd think it'd be at least able to parse this, but it can't. So I don't know where method handler is a handler information. That's a delegate. So it's a delegate to something. And we know that in this case, it is a func of TT bool. Okay? It's funny, in this case, it's disallow null. That's why it's not a problem, because we do that. Yeah. How in the world? Now I want to do one more. I'm pushing my end time today to the end, but this is a tricky one, and I'm not sure if I can actually figure this out right now. I might want to just, you know what, I got some time here. Let's go over a little bit. Let's see if I can just kind of figure out what this is. If not, I'm going to have to go through this like on and off in breaks during the day to see if I can somehow wrap my head around how would I be able to figure out how to call this. Okay? Because what I really have here, if I say public delegate method, okay, that's essentially what I got. So if I say public a this dot method is equal to this dot compare. You don't like that. Why? That? Okay, cool. So now what I really want to do is func of TT bool, cast that for this dot method, passing in x and y, then we cast that to a bool. Not pretty. That's interesting. Oh, yes, that's okay. Oh, not that. I'm saying that's okay. There we go. Now we're back. Okay. So X may be null here. Okay. So this is an encapsulation of the problem that I need to figure out. And I am going to stop here because I need to have smarter people than me right now figure this out, or at least my brain to take a break for this a second and go. Because here's the problem too, is if when I post this somewhere, people are going to be like, why do you have this here? Why are you casting this here? Why didn't you? I was like, shut up. I'm not asking you to figure this out. What I'm asking you to figure out is, how do I make it so that I can pass in X and Y to this method and that it works? Okay? I could do this, but that's not syntactically, to me, that's not correct. That's just punting the problem. In most cases, this should be okay. And maybe that is the thing I do, is to say, but I don't think that's correct. I don't think that this should, like here, if I said allow null, it still doesn't get around the problem. You know, it's that it still thinks that that's an issue. So yeah, I'm going to stop here because I need to figure out a good way, or what is the correct way to handle this. So if I figure that out, maybe I'll do an episode later tonight or tomorrow morning, or whenever I figure this out, what the actual right answer is. But for now, I'm a little stumped. So we'll pick it up later. Thank you all for watching. Leave comments and questions below. See you in the next episode.